Okay, we're on a podcast now.
Oh, it started.
Yeah, it started. We've done this for good.
Wow.
We've committed to this idea. I think that we came up with it like last week, I think, right?
Yeah, no, it was just a week ago. I think
Like
I
the
was
song
half
says.
joking too.
Yeah, and now you're stuck here.
I'm here for life.
So welcome to Picking Up Something Good. It is a limited event prestige podcast. My name is Mace. I play music as Echo Vessel, and you are...
Oh, me? I thought you were still addressing the audience. I'm Nikki Flowers. I play music as Nikki Flowers.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
As we said, we're embarking on this journey. This is, so I guess the premise of the podcast is, Nikki, you have never listened to Radiohead. I mean, before.
Last week, I had mentioned it'd be funny if you, walked me through it. Because I listened to, album by album podcasts a lot, where two fans of a band will go through it. Go through their discography, and I thought it'd be funny if one of the hosts knew nothing about the band. And here we are. We're doing it. It's happening.
It was funny enough to do. So basically, before this, what was your exposure to Radiohead?
Well, I listened to, I've heard Creep a number of times on the radio and in Guitar Hero and things.
I've heard Freak before.
Yeah, oh, that's right. I called it Freak when we were talking about it over chat, because that's how much I don't know about this band. I sometimes think the song is called Freak.
I mean, it might as well be. It's like, you can substitute it if you want.
Might as well, yeah. Creep on a leash. Yeah, that was a bad joke. Oh, God. I can't believe we're doing this. We're recording it.
It's episode 1.
Oh. It's my first podcast ever. You're a veteran over here.
I'm not. I'm on a regular on one podcast. That's not a veteran
compared to me.
Well, okay, fair. Anyway, so it's just Creep.
Just Creep.
Okay.
Well, I think. Oh no, there was one. There's I think I mentioned this to you before. What's that one? It's on OK Computer or Kid A, where it's really fast drums, really at the beginning.
Is it the national anthem?
No, because that's really slow, and they play that at ball games and stuff. No, I'm talking about Radiohead, where no, I don't know what it was, but someone did I've been trying to find it. There was this old Tumblr post years ago where someone made a cover of this song, but only using a sample of hitting their dick on a table.
Oh my fucking God, it's Idiotech.
Idiotech, yeah. So I've heard that cover.
The Who's in Bunker, the song that goes Who's in Bunker, Women and Children First.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
all of it is they speed up the sample of the dick slap, as it were, till it creates tones. It was amazing.
Oh fuck. We're not.
So those are the two.
We're not going to get to that song for another couple episodes.
Okay.
Nor are we going to get to my favorite Radiohead remix. I guess we'll discuss later. It's a song called Nude.
Ooh, getting a little risque here.
Yeah, it's a Thom Yorke also talking about his dick.
That's rock and roll music for you.
It is. It's rock and roll.
Yeah.
It's but today we are starting with before we even do that, let's lay down some ground rules.
Okay.
So here's what we've been doing, and we discussed this before. We're going to listen to the album twice. Once before we record, and once an hour before we record. I just listened to Pablo Honey.
Yeah, I just got finished with my second listen, and boy, do I have opinions.
So we won't discuss it until the podcast. We've been keeping opinions secret from each other until we get into the show. We're going to go track by track. We'll give it some sort of rating at the end, Are we picking up something good, or are we not? I feel like we should explain why the podcast is called this.
Oh, yeah. Well, as everyone knows, Talking Heads is the best. And
I love David Burness.
Yes, of course. And so their song Radiohead is, you might be surprised to learn, it's where the band got their name.
It's a song about Radiohead, actually. It's weirdly prescient.
Yeah, no, it's it goes through it predicts when Tom York is gonna die, like to the minute. But that's David Byrne. I mean, he's a
He
genius.
will die at 2 p.m. on April
Yeah.
3rd, 2064. That's people like us. That doesn't work.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, it's all true stories about how each member of Radiohead will die. That's why the album and the movie is called True Stories.
Have you seen True Stories?
I have.
Oh, yeah,
my
you
God.
have. That's right.
Oh, it's so good. Let's do a podcast about that after this one. Just the movie.
Episode 2. It's about true stories.
Perfect.
So we go track by track. We'll give it some sort of rating. We'll ask if we're picking up something good or not. And EPs we'll listen to later on. Just kind of separately.
We'll get to them. Yeah.
Exactly. Not for brevity's sake. This is a limited series podcast. It's a prestige podcast. We're the same thing as Serial, basically.
Yes, I know what that podcast is.
It's basically Serial, except it's not morally weird. Serial.
I actually don't know Serial. I heard people talk about it. So is it about serial killers? Or
yeah, it's about serial killers. Each season follows one serial killer.
Yeah, no, we're not going to be doing any of that.
We're not going to kill anybody.
Absolutely not.
Welcome to Picking Up Something Good. We won't kill anybody. Anyway, so let's talk about Pablo Honey.
I would love to. Let's start with the first track. You.
You.
You. Oh, you.
Oh, you. You mentioned that there are a lot of tracks on here that have you in the title. I don't know what Thom Yorke was going through in 1993, but he sure did have it out for somebody.
Someone out there, watch out. He may still have that grudge. It's been a while. When did this come out? 1993? Don't even. God, the sales job that I had previously before my current blissful state of unemployment, like the Office playlist was just songs like that. Just awful butt rock.
I'll take a Stain track once in a while if I'm drunk. Won't be soon. Butt rock now, won't be soon. There are a lot of you tracks on here. Yeah, there's You, How Do You, Thinking About You, Prove Yourself, and Vegetable.
And Vegetable, the classic track. But yeah, so I think a couple things about it. I have some thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
My first thought, when I was taking notes in my first listen through, is I love the jangly beginning. I love a good, if you have a guitar, make it jingle, make a little jangle.
The jangle.
Yeah.
The Jengus. I actually don't like You as an opener.
Mm-hmm.
But this incarnation of Radiohead is a little, even though they're not sonically unconventional, they're very unconventional other ways. It's an all right song. That's all
fine.
I'll say. It's fine.
Yeah.
It exists. It is precisely what it purports to be.
It's You.
Yeah, it's You.
No more, no less. Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, for album openers,
There's certainly better ones in their oeuvre.
Oeuvre, I like that
oeuvre.
one.
We're gonna start using that one.
Okay. Yeah, and I liked. I don't know. I guess the structure was weird. I appreciated that. Like it goes verse, 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 and then not even really a chorus, kind of a bridge.
Yeah. It's I can think emblematic of like early 90s songwriting, that it just, they were trying to be like new and cool and edgy, but it's just kind of like almost formless.
Yeah.
It's like grunge, we get it.
No, for the whole album I was just like, this is Radiohead? What? This grunge band is the thing everyone keeps telling me I gotta listen to? Ugh.
Were you ever into grunge?
Same.
Same.
That's my review of grunge.
a lot of bands that I liked did a lot of like kind of grunge adjacent in the early '90s. Like the Flaming Lips did "Clouds Taste Metallic," which is a pretty good album.
I can't complain about that one. Yeah, no, that was pretty good. I don't know. There's some stuff. I feel like I'm just like I'm more into synth based stuff.
Yeah, yeah, always have been really.
Always will be. But
Um,
yeah. So it definitely is the first track on the album, Pablo Honey. All right, we gotta get real freaky, and we gotta get
and real
real
creepy.
creepy. Yeah, you know it.
Yeah. So, what do you think of Creep?
I can't hate it. I thought I was going into it the first listen. I heard the opening, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is familiar. I thought it was gonna be like, ugh, I've heard this a million times. I don't know. It's a good song. I get why it was like the big thing.
Yeah. And here's the thing. For Creep, despite what a lot of Radiohead fans might say, there's a lot of like memes. There's a lot of memes, first of all. But there's
Tell me about it.
there's a lot of like Radiohead like fan circles out there that meme on Creep. They're just like, oh, this is a bad song and Tom York should feel bad and I hope his family dies. No, they don't say that, but
Memeing on Creep. I don't know. I don't think any of that is warranted. Like, it's pretty standard early 90s alt rock, which is not bad.
It's fine.
That's a good thing. It's
when it comes on in the car, I won't change it.
absolutely. I fucking, oh. Wait, can we swear on this? Are we?
Yeah, let's fucking swear.
Let's, oh, I can't do it. It's so scary.
Come on, go. Swear.
Piss. Ooh, okay. You know what? I fucking love the like that part of the guitar right before they go into the chorus. I fucking love it.
I have some trivia about that.
Oh, I love trivia. This is trivia time. Trivia time. The classic bit.
Tom's trivia time.
Okay.
Perfect. We're hello, it's me, Thom York, and it is here for Tom's trivia time. It's
God.
me.
Well, welcome to the podcast, Tom. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day.
It's me, Thom York, and I love to be here for your podcast.
So, Tom, you got some trivia for us?
Oh, I don't know if this is true or not because I wasn't there.
Okay.
But old Johnny, the guitar man, the young one, he did those little.
Oh yeah.
That's how I call him. To sabotage the song because we hate it so much. It's me, Thom York.
Wow, Tom, that's incredible. Thank you for
sorry,
that piece of trivia.
I gotta go. I gotta go be Banksy.
Oh,
hey,
oh my
what's up?
gosh. Wow. Did you left the room for that? Where'd you go?
Yeah, I went to go get some water. It's really hot in here.
Tom York was just here.
Oh, fuck.
Of Radiohead, the one and only Tom York. He was giving
From
me this...
Radiohead?
Yeah, the band
The band we're doing this podcast?
The whole thing. Yeah, he had this great bit of trivia where he called him that too. And he hit that whole thing. Johnny, the guitarist, I just learned his name just now from Tom. He did that to try and sabotage the song because they hated it so much.
Oh, that was actually the exact piece of trivia I was going to tell you about.
Oh, Tom beat you to it.
Guess I'm useless. I'm a creep.
Okay,
I'm a
bye.
weirdo.
End of podcast.
I don't think Creep is a bad song. I really
not at all.
Don't.
I like it's good. It's good rock and roll music.
It is. It's like I wouldn't say it's like good, but it's serviceable.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's
definitely
I like the quiet to loud sort of Pixies dynamics of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like Tom really goes for it with that falsetto, starts to like, cuz the first song's pretty like, okay. But then they start to wake up a little bit, I think, in Creep in terms of like the track list.
Yeah, exactly. So I just want to give you full disclosure here on this podcast, the very first episode of this podcast that we're going to be doing for at least 11 episodes. No, 12, maybe close to 15. The next 3 songs blur into each other for me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad you said that because I had to. I'm glad we decided to do a listen right before recording because I couldn't. I had notes and I didn't title one of the notes, and I couldn't remember which song I was talking about because it couldn't describe any of them.
Yup.
Like, yeah, here's the notes. This is really boring. Not terrible, but there's just not a whole lot going on. It's fine, I guess. And again, that's sort of, yeah.
I think the only thing I really have to say about the song "How Do You," which I guess we're officially transitioning into the next song.
Oh, ooh, here we go.
Is that I usually like to go along with the lyrics from Genius.com when I listen to records like this if I need to do like a podcast or something.
Yeah.
So can I read you the about for "How Do You"?
Okay, yeah, hit me.
This track from Pablo Honey differs from the others. Whereas most of the album falls under alternative rock and post-grunge, this track is very grunge styling, and Tom's voice is exaggerated to fit this description. Upon the album's release, critics hated on this song. As critics over at NME put it, the track, quote-unquote, breaks the momentum of Pablo Honey horrible, throwing all of Radiohead's tortured sensitivity out of the window, and leaving them sounding like beer-gutted losers from the class of '76.
Wow. They did not pull any punches there, and that's actually pretty damn accurate.
Yeah, actually, that's like... I don't usually trust NME because they're like the centrists of the music industry. Like, you're more like... You're very likely to go on the NME website and, like, find out, I guess, the Horrors have a new album coming out. Like, who has listened to the Horrors in the past couple of years? Like, who's listened...
Yeah, I don't really... I don't mean to sound all like, oh, I'm so much better. I don't really pay attention to a whole lot of music publication anyway, but Enemy is, yeah. But they got, they hit the nail right on the head with that one. Because it's, How Do You, it doesn't make any sense for it to be where it is in the track list, first of all. Like, it just it's so out of nowhere. And I kind of feel like it sounds like it belongs in a truck commercial.
Yeah, I actually have a note for later on that most of these songs, almost every song on this album sounds like a car commercial.
Right? What is up with that? How is that such a genre?
I don't know. Ask the Black Keys.
Oh, ooh. The Black Keys fans out there are not going to be happy about that one. But too bad.
Just got unsubbed. Basically... I don't feel anything for this song. I don't have any emotions about it. It purely exists in the space, and I am here interacting with it, but coming out of it, I have no...
Yeah, it definitely went out from my headphones and into my ears.
Yeah. Now, how do you, more like how could you put this on the album?
How do you sleep at night, Thom Yorke?
Let's move on to the next song. Stop Whispering.
We have to...
Yes, we have to get through this whole album. There's 12 tracks.
I wanted to skip this one. Like, I don't know. That was the one with my notes where I just said, it's fine, I guess, but it's really boring. Yeah. There's, like, 2 minutes that it doesn't need. Like, it just goes on forever.
Yeah, the chorus is not good.
At all.
Because it doesn't mean anything. Stop whispering, start shouting. What are you getting at?
Okay, Thom? I feel like, that phrase could lead to some interesting ideas in a better chorus, but that's the whole chorus, Thom? Really?
It's very Banksy.
Strikes of Banksy.
Because it's very like stop whispering in the face of the government and start shouting. Like, this is I guess the genesis of where Radiohead's about to get like super Banksy in like 2 albums.
Oh, really?
And it's good Banksy. It's like one of his better pieces.
Okay.
But it's not... It's still Banksy. Like, a Banksy's a Banksy's a Banksy.
Right, yeah. So this Banksy is like Ronald McDonald killing a little girl or something.
This is like McDonald's is president.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
This one's McDonald's is president, and that one, the one that we're coming up on, is going to be like... Do you remember that Banksy piece that he sold for like $1 million at that auction house? And then the moment it got sold,
shredded.
like, yeah. I thought that was pretty good.
That's a good Banksy. That was the first time I was like, oh, damn, okay. Thank you, Banksy. That fucking said something.
That's Praxis, Banksy.
Yeah.
Praxy?
The new mascot for picking up something good. Praxy. The Praxis Banksy.
I'm into it. Let's adopt it.
Is praxist a word? Did I just make that up?
No, but it sounds like racist.
Ooh. Oh. We're getting into some. Oh, let's get out of here. Let's start talking about thinking about you.
Let's go to the next song, I guess.
Well, because, I mean, what else do we say about Stop Whispering? It's fucking boring. It's like 5 minutes long, and it should be like 2.5 minutes. All right, review over.
Okay, Thinking About You, 100%. Okay, there's 2 songs that I believe are about jacking off.
Okay, this is definitely one of them.
This is one of them. Thinking About You is one of them, in the weird way, because there's a line, like, in the very beginning of the song that's like, he's like, your teeth are over there.
Oh, yeah, that lyric.
What's he doing with the teeth?
Thom, put those teeth down. Thom?
The other song that's definitely 100% about jacking off is, it's Animal Collector's Guy's Eyes.
Yep.
And this is, like, they're not related in any way, shape, or form, but they're related in this way, shape, or form, in that they're both about jacking off.
Hey, you're right about what you know. I always say
that's
that.
the thing. There aren't any more songs about Thom Yorke jacking off in the whole discography.
Oh. Well, okay, so we're getting it out of the way quickly.
Unless you count Pull Revolving Doors, but that one's a special one.
Oh, I can't wait to know what that reference means.
Basically, it's just... And I feel like there's better songs called Thinking About You, and it's the Frank Ocean song Thinking About You.
Ooh, now if they put that on Pablo Honey, then they'd have something.
If they had gone into the future and just pulled that song and just put it on here instead, but it has to be like the Frank Ocean version because I don't want Radiohead to steal music from people of color.
Oh, no. No, I want them to put Frank Ocean on their album. That would be a
Frank
great
Ocean,
improvement.
Who ostensibly might have been like a child when this song was coming out.
What could have been.
Oh,
but for now, we have what they decided to put on Pablo Honey, which What
do you think?
It sounds like a demo.
Yeah. And actually, there's something I didn't tell you, is that Radiohead this is not the first Radiohead release.
Oh.
There is a demo tape by Radiohead, previously known as On a Friday, called Manic Hedgehog, which is about Sonic the Hedgehog. No, it's not.
You got
it's a concept album about Sonic the Hedgehog. This song was on that demo tape, and maybe it would have been... It's maybe better, because it's faster.
Oh, see, yeah. No, I don't know. I hate ballads a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of biased. I think I went on a whole rant on Twitter the other day about the Gary Jules version of Mad World.
Yeah, I saw that. Gary Jules' Mad World makes me so mad because, first of all, Donnie Darko's a piece of shit movie.
Thank you.
Donnie Darko's not... It's like... I'm a big Rabbit guy.
Oh, I know that about you.
And I think that Donnie Darko, like, it affects the sanctity of rabbits.
Yeah, it really gets up in the rabbit's whole thing and just really fucks it up.
Yeah, it makes them seem menacing when they're really not. They just want a hug. And also
cute.
The plot sucks. The dialogue sucks. And the song sucks too, because it's like the whole sequence of... What's up?
No, it's just that now everyone thinks that's the original version, and they don't even know what they're missing out on with Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears is a good band.
They slap. I'm going to come right out and say it. Tears for Fears slaps. You can put that on a t-shirt.
Let's put it on a t-shirt. Let's sell merch.
Just one shirt. Merch it up. And it's not even about Radiohead. It's just Tears for Fears.
You know what doesn't slap? The song Thinking About You by Radiohead.
I was just thinking that. I'd call it an anti-slap.
I feel like we're like overly negative this episode, but it hopefully will get slightly better in the albums to come.
Yeah, I hope so, because, I mean, this is not the worst album that I've heard, by far, but it's, Creep is good, You was listenable, and then, like, this 3-song span of, okay, alright.
Yeah, but, what is the worst album that you've ever heard? Like, just for...
I got nothing. It might be this one, then. Oh, damn. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. Oh, what are we doing?
Listen, I've heard Red Hot Chili Peppers albums better than this.
That is quite an indictment to Pablo Honey.
Anyway, that's Thinking About You. I don't like it. You don't like it. We're just kind of hating on the middle stretch of the album.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the next song, Anyone Can Play Guitar, which the previous 3 songs are proof of.
Yeah, exactly. And it's good that they're coming right out and they're like, hey, it's okay. You can play guitar. Here's the song.
Anybody can do it.
I think this one is pretty fun. It's definitely it's a good change of pace from the last 3. Really fun bass line. I love it.
This is the beginning of Radiohead's like history of fun bass lines.
Oh, they got a bunch more?
They got a bunch more.
Oh, yeah.
The thing I don't like about this song is that in the second verse he just claims that he's Jim Morrison.
Actually, I really liked that part.
It's he doesn't say...
It's just so bold.
He, like, immediately afterwards says, I want to be Jim Morrison, but he leads off with, it's me, I'm Jim Morrison.
I love it. I love the audacity of that claim.
That's my favorite book by Barack Obama, The Audacity of That Claim.
Yeah, all of his other books just really can't compare. What a shitty author Obama was. God.
I haven't read the book.
I don't know, neither have I. What are podcasts for if not for people to talk about things they don't really know anything about?
It's almost like we're doing a Radiohead podcast.
Oh, see? But yeah, anyone can play guitar. It helps if you're Thom Yorke and Jim Morrison.
Mm-hmm. This is also kind of Banksy, too, because the chorus is like, if London burns, I'll be standing on the beach with my guitar. It's very, like... It gives me... It's Nero energy.
Yeah, you can see that spray painted on a wall in West Gloucestershire or whatever. I don't know.
The Radiohead's from Oxford. We can say Oxford.
It's the same. That's all. It's a shitty island with, England.
They got Brexit.
Yeah, they got enough problems.
That's right.
They may have Brexit, but they can all play guitar thanks to Thom Yorke.
I think Thom Yorke, this is the song where Thom Yorke, or Johnny Greenwood may have taught everybody to play guitar in this song.
Is this a bit or is that for real?
No, this is a bit.
Oh, well then, I'm fully in the bit. Look at me here, playing in this bit.
Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to mention this at the top of the show. We may or may not cover Johnny Greenwood's scores, because Johnny Greenwood he's a very prolific scorer, did music for Phantom Thread.
It's called they're called scoremen. Oh,
yes. He's a very good scoreman. He's the third baseman for Radiohead.
Oh, great. That's a good position. It's overlooked.
Anyway, we may or may not cover Johnny Greenwood's depends on how we feel, mostly because it's just like, orchestral pieces. And I like me a good orchestra, but I don't know if that would make for a good podcast.
Well, I mean, that was going to lead to something, and I totally lost my train of thought. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's just keep going. Let's talk about, what's the next song on here? It is Ripcord.
Gonna pull that ripcord. Just yank it.
Here's the thing about Ripcord.
Is Ripcord about jerking off?
No, Ripcord is not about jerking off.
Because, you pull a ripcord,
Oh, actually, maybe. No, there's more politics talk on this one. Soul Destroyed, Clever Toys for Little Boys, Politics and Power. here's the thing about Ripcord. It's a fine song. It's all right.
Yeah, it's good.
But, and this will change the way you listen to Ripcord forever, I hope, maybe.
Well, I don't know when I'll be revisiting this album, but for,
No. Ripcord, I guess this is for everybody else. Ripcord sounds like its chorus constantly threatens to launch into the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
It's right on the edge the whole time. Oh my God!
You get what I'm saying, right?
No, totally. Yeah, it's God, I can't believe how perfect that is. I'm gonna have to, after we record, I'm just gonna listen to just the chorus and. Yeah, no. In my notes here, I actually mentioned the chorus. I thought it was a little sparse. There's not.
Yeah.
It's it could have used that jingle actually.
I feel like, and this is my headcanon, that maybe Radiohead recorded this for Folgers, and Folgers was like, I don't know what you want us to do with this song. This is unsolicited. We don't know who you are.
Get out of my office, Radiohead.
Maybe Tom York is a really, really, really big fan of Folgers, and
I mean, who isn't? This episode brought to you by Folgers.
It's in your cup, Folgers.
Don't have to prepare it. It's already there. We put it in your cup. That's the magic of Folgers.
This song's good. What do you think? Like, I want to get your just full opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's very poppy. So like hey, might as well be in a Folgers commercial. Yeah, we're going back. A lot of these feel like songs that would not be out of place in like a very corporate commercial. But Ripcord is, it's got a good length. It doesn't overstay its welcome.
Mm-hmm. It's in and out.
Yeah. Boom. Ripcord. Done.
It's Ripcord. It is it? No, it's not the shortest song on the album. How Do You is the shortest song on the album.
Which, thank God.
It only goes for about 2 minutes or so.
Yeah. Ripcord's fun.
Ripcord's good.
Not as fun as Anyone Can Play Guitar, because that's real fun. But
yeah, Ripcord is actually on Radiohead's probably worst single that we'll cover later. It's technically a B-side. The song is called Pop Is Dead.
Ooh.
And it's not good, but we'll get to it later.
Okay. Perfect.
Let's move on to the next song, just an MP3 of the Beach Boys' Vegetables.
Yeah, a weird choice, I have to say. It's sort of a sonically very different tone they took with that.
Yeah. Did you know that Paul McCartney does the munching sounds on this Radiohead song?
Of course he does. Fucking
I'm reading
Paul McCartney. I can't escape these stupid Beatles.
Ramon. He's doing he was at Dodger Stadium the other day playing baseball.
Just hanging out. Oh.
Yeah.
What position?
Ball.
Oh, he was ball.
He was the ball. Anyway,
vegetables. What are we doing?
What do you?
Oh boy.
Oh God, we're actually off to a pretty good start on this podcast. This is a free-form Radiohead podcast.
Yeah, classic mid recording review of an episode that every podcast does. I'd say we're doing pretty good.
We're doing fine.
Yeah. This is the Pablo Honey of our podcast. It's
it's gonna get better.
I think I say a little bit too much, but we'll see right there.
So I'm reading the song bio for Vegetable.
Okay.
And all it says is, this is the 8th track off of Radiohead's debut record, Pablo Honey. Lyrically, it's similar to Creep, with Thom again in quote-unquote outsider mode, petulantly and defiantly brandishing his anger. Huh. I don't know. I don't think it's defiant. I think it's more petulant.
It's definitely petulant. You know what? The first thing that struck me is that it starts out sounding exactly like a Blue Album Weezer song.
Yeah.
Like I feel like honestly this is like Weezer wrote this and was like, we don't want this. Radiohead, you want this?
This song kind of reads as like a threat if you really read the lyrics. Because it's like
which part? Let's dig into those lyrics.
Your words surround me and asphyxiate, and I burn all hate.
Ooh.
And also, the waters spray, the waters run, and this time you're gonna pay.
Yeah, it's pretty petulant.
That's just like what you mad about, Thom? I can't tell what is this like. Is this a relationship that went wrong? And also, why are you this angry about that?
Yeah, he's got it's that outsider mode that he keeps going into. He just can't help himself.
Okay, let's get your opinion on the song.
Yeah, so it sounds like a Weezer song, which,
Yeah,
depending on your opinion, is a good or bad thing. I thought it was fine. Yeah, no, good, good guitar riffs. Gets a little riffy. I like it. The transitions.
I don't like the lyrics.
No, the lyrics are, yeah. I was focused on the music for a reason. And I don't know. It's definitely listenable.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have a really hard time having super strong opinions about any of these songs so far.
Yeah, we're gonna have first episode kinks. We're actually gonna have stronger opinions on the songs later on.
I should hope so.
Which is why I'm glad we're starting on Pablo Honey, because it gives us an opportunity to
blossom like that baby flower on the cover of it.
Is the baby flower covered in like cupcakes? Is there cupcakes surrounding that? Are those cupcakes?
Yeah, cupcakes with sprinkles. Just the whole. I'm surprised we haven't talked about the album art yet, because. Let me finish my review of Vegetable. Kind of sounds like Weezer. Good guitar riffs. The transitions between each part seem a little sudden, kind of unfinished. It's fine. Okay, let's talk about the album art, because what the fuck?
It's wild.
What the fuck?
Whose idea was this? Who approved this?
Who put this here?
Like what?
I don't even.
I want to ask Thom.
I know. I wish he was here.
He's not here. But I kind of want to stop him after a show. He's playing here in LA in October, and I kind of want to be like, dude, what the fuck?
What did you do? What record exec did you piss off that they made your album art look like that? Because it's got huge graphic design as my passion vibes.
I feel like, okay, and this is just kind of like, I feel like Radiohead were kind of under the influence of their, not drugs, rather their, like, record executives.
This definitely, this reeks of, hey, boys, I'm the label guy, and here's what I think your album should be. Because a lot of people would look at this album art and be like, I bet they were on drugs on that. No, if you're on drugs, you come up with way better art.
Yeah.
Not this. Whose baby even is that? Actually, that would be
Thom
fun.
Yorke.
That's not, is it?
No, it's not. That's a Nevermind baby. No, it's not either.
Yeah, because he looks a little young to be in a band.
We should actually launch a search for the baby on the cover.
That's our Prestige spinoff. Where's that Pablo baby?
Where baby?
Where baby?
I think we should find the baby and get the baby on as a guest.
Oh my god, if we could manage that would be fucking incredible. Okay.
If we could find the fucking baby.
I don't know. I feel like, what is that baby? What life has this baby led?
The baby works in finance.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. What if we find the baby and the baby's like some finance, or like a tech bro wearing one of those stupid vests that they wear? Oh, I hate them.
The fleece vests?
Oh, those. I hate them.
Did you see Disney's Christopher Robin that came out last year?
I can't remember, so I'm going to say no, probably. I feel like I remember.
So here's the plot of Christopher Robin.
Okay.
So Christopher Robin grows up and he's a boring banker, and Pooh and company try to come back because they really, really need help for something, I guess.
Sure.
And Christopher Robin hates them. Christopher Robin wants nothing to do with them because he's a boring banker now.
Oh.
And I feel like this would be what happens when we find the Pablo Honey baby.
Stop asking me about Pablo Honey. I wasn't even forming memories. I don't know anything about Radiohead, and we just endlessly dog this grown man who we keep calling a baby.
I'm more of a Muse guy.
Oh boy, yeah, that's what he would say.
I'm more of a Muse guy. I love InfoWars.
I love it. I love trash. Leave me alone.
We forgot. We just kind of got off the track of this song. Let's talk about the next one.
Okay. Yep,
Another
that's our
You
full
song.
That was our full review of Vegetable.
We talk about the baby instead.
Yep.
I identify with Prove Yourself a lot. Because I'm just like, the song's like, I'm better off dead, and that's how I feel after doing this podcast.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This has been a fucking drag, and no. Yeah, Prove Yourself. Can't afford to breathe in this time. Nowhere to sit without a gun in my hand. Hooked back up to the cathode ray. Better off dead. So here's, I'm having a hard time actually hearing the melody in my head. Even though I literally just listened to the whole album before we started recording, so that's not a good sign. Yep. Here are the notes I took.
With Pablo Honey, I listened to it and I've forgotten it.
Yeah, I remember Creep, which sometimes I call Freak, so I'm not remembering it that great. Like the chorus of How Do You is like annoyingly catchy, like not in a fun way. I can hear the bass line from Anyone Can Play Guitar so vividly. But yeah, a lot of it is just like, it's poof, it's gone.
Okay, so let's talk about, what's the name of the song again? Prove Yourself. Cut
does
that
this
part.
Does this song even exist?
You were in the middle of a review and then I interrupted you.
Was I? I don't know. This song is like so ephemeral. I can't hold on to it. Here are the notes I have. Not a whole lot going on. TBH, I started checking Twitter and stopped paying attention. I guess I like the vocal layering in the chorus. Boy, this is really repetitive. That's what I wrote down. I don't know what else to add about it. It's not bad. You know.
I want to share one of the genius annotations that I'm reading here.
Okay.
Under Hooked Back Up to the Cathode Ray. Thom Yorke is hooked back up to the cathode ray of his television, as many people are. They get their dinner and sit on the couch in front of the television until they go to bed.
Jeez.
Banksy wrote this one.
Yeah, it's full Banksy.
And not even like Praxi. It's just Banksy.
No, this is regular, boring Banksy.
Normal Banksy. I'm not a super fan of this song.
Yeah.
I'm not a super fan of the song, and I think we should move on to I Can't.
I can't deal with Prove Yourself anymore, so I agree.
I can't, more like I can, because I actually really like this song.
Yes, we can, because I also like it. Yeah, no, it's good. I feel like a little bit repetitive lyrically as well.
Yeah.
But I can't, I mean, the lyrics I write are not incredible, so I can't really fault it. I don't know. It's good. It's good stuff.
It's kind of got the opposite feeling that you had with the very beginning of You.
Yeah.
Basically, like, it starts out with those like guitar notes, and you think it's gonna just launch into some like butt rock bullshit kind of.
Right. Yeah.
Like you think it's gonna start sounding like a Dream Theater song or something.
Right.
But basically, it launches into this really nice kind of like low key track. It's not like a ballad.
Yeah, no, it's like it's so close to being a ballad, which is why like when I was listening to it, I was like, oh, be careful, don't become a ballad. But no, it's I like the mood of it. Mm-hmm.
It's very. Yeah, it reminds me of, like, at least lyrically, a song that I really, really admire. And I know the songs have nothing to do with each other sonically. I'm just kind of throwing this out there. It reminds me of I Just Wasn't Made for These Times by the Beach Boys.
Ooh.
A song that just kind of resonates a lot with me, like, you know, mental illness in the building, raise the roof, come on.
Oh, this roof has been raised.
Whenever I'm feeling like I'm on a downswing, it's just... that song, like, really, really speaks to me. And I feel like the lyrics, not the verses, not the first verse, maybe, like, chorus, second verse, not the bridge either, because that's kind of creepy. Where it's like, if you give up on me now, I'll be gutted like I've never been before. That's weird.
Yeah, it's a little...
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we've all been there,
Maybe
but don't keep it to yourself.
yeah, the chorus and verse 2 kind of remind me of that.
Yeah, I get what you're yeah. No, I get that.
You're picking it up and down?
Oh, I'm picking it up.
Thank you. That's a mess. What do you think?
Yeah, it's I like it better than a lot of the songs on here. It's definitely, I feel like this is one of those songs that I've only heard it twice. I feel like it should, if I gave it a couple more tries, it would grow on me, but for right now it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. 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 I feel like a lot of the reason that, we're just kind of like either nonplussed or negative or slightly positive about these songs is that Radiohead wasn't like fully formed when this album came out.
Oh?
Radiohead, they were in the middle of grunge. They were being basically told what to do by their record label, which eventually kind of like it'll show in the later albums where they're just like, no, we're gonna do whatever we want.
Oh, okay. So this sound of theirs isn't really their sound.
It's not representative of Radiohead, really, or at least like it's representative like very early Radiohead, but it definitely does evolve. Okay. And they didn't have, I think, the most important part of their just kind of like oeuvre.
Oh, there's that word. I love it.
Oeuvre.
Oeuvre.
They didn't have the most important part, and it's their producer, Nigel. Nigel did not produce this album at all. They only met him in the beginning of the next album, The Bends, where you'll start to hear better songs because Nigel knows what the fuck he's doing with the what do you call what a producer does? I'm a producer myself, and I don't even know what the fuck it's called.
I've produced so many albums, and I still don't know what I'm doing.
He's in the producer's booth, and he's doing a good job.
Yeah, he's Nigel.
You'll hear about Nigel later on. Cool. The songs with Nigel on them are gonna be better.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I definitely like. Okay, so like, there's definitely glimpses of. Oh, okay, there's something here in Pablo Honey. Like, all throughout, it's definitely, it doesn't, because from what I know of Radiohead, people tell me they're, like, really out there, and they're very experimental, and then I go into Pablo Honey, and I'm like, this is just a grunge album from the 90s.
Yeah, basically. We're lucky that you're starting at square one, because you're going to get to see how Radiohead evolves, how they go from being a grunge band to a rock band, to a rock band, to a bleep bloop band, to a bleep bloop jazz band for a couple albums there.
All and right. then I'm excited for that episode.
It's a good one.
All right, we got two more. We're so close. Oh, we're so close.
We got the Lurgus.
We got Lurgus, people. Check it out.
Here we are, Ligma by Radiohead.
Oh, ooh, memes. I don't know.
No, really, because under About Lurgy is a fictitious, highly infectious disease. How is that not Ligma?
Oh, that's Ligma to a T. Yeah, Lurgy is it's a very British it's like cooties, where it's not really like a thing, but like oh oi govy, come down with the lurgy.
I've never heard Lurgy before this Radiohead song. I gotta be honest with you.
I don't know where I've heard it before, because like I said, I'm not a huge fan of that island we know as England, so I don't know why I know stuff about it.
I just googled Lurgy, and it's all the Radiohead song, except for somebody on the Radiohead subreddit, which we'll talk more about later, being like, Lurgy appreciation thread, and there's only 5 posts.
That makes sense. Here's what I have to say. It's definitely, I like the weirdness of it, because a lot of this album has been like, okay, yeah, I get it, you're doing grunge. But Lurgy is finally like, got a really, really nice melody, cool harmony. Mm-hmm. I love the guitar. There's a particular kind of song that it's not really a genre, but for me, I sort of lump songs like this in one category, where it's like if I'm like walking outside with my headphones on and a song like this comes on, my brain's like, oh, ooh, you're like moodily walking around in a music video now. You know what I mean? Where you just like, you feel like you're in the world of the song, you know?
Yeah, it's very much like Take On Me by Aha.
Yes. It's the same song.
They're the same song. Take On Me and Lurgy are the same song.
How they got away with that, I'll never know.
That's the thing. Like, I do agree with you. It makes me feel like I am in the music video for Lurgy, which I actually don't know if there's a music video. But it's a very specific feel that I can't.
Yeah.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't place it.
Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it other than if I'm listening to it, I feel like I'm in the music video, which seems silly. I don't know if other people have that, but yeah. It's funny because it's definitely a very it's properly titled. Like it's definitely it feels like the song has Lurgy.
Yeah, it does feel like the song has Lurgy. Let's just go to the last one.
Oh, okay. Blowout, I fucking love Blowout. This is the one song I actually have any sort of strong opinion about, and I'm glad it's positive, because boy, what a fucking album.
I am so glad that you like Blowout, because I have wonderful news for you.
Oh my god, what?
And this is part of the notes that I wrote down.
Okay.
So, Blowout's a lot of fun. Blowout's probably maybe one of the best songs on this album.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
It is indeed a preview of some sounds you will hear from Radiohead later on.
Oh, okay. Finally, it's such a good closer. We had a very weak opener. This is how you fucking close out an album.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is kind of pointing you towards a song that Radiohead will release about almost a decade after the song comes out.
Oh, okay.
It's very similar to One in the Future.
I'm excited, yeah, because this song is like, so fucking, I swear a lot only now because of how strongly I like this song. It's super evocative. It's like, I love the bass. I always go back to the bass. That's like the first thing I listen to when I listen to a new song. And just like the general rhythm, super dynamic. It's definitely the most musically happening song on the album.
Yes, 100%. It's like, so just kind of going back to the future stuff. This is going to be, just kind of note this down. This is going to be a theme with Radiohead.
Ooh.
There are songs from this era or slightly later that are actually good, that gestate for a very long time. There is one song in particular that we may not. I might reference it in the next episode. That has been in production. Was in production basically from the time that Radiohead were making the next album, The Bends.
Okay.
All the way up until the release of their latest album, A Moon-Shaped Pool.
Wow, that's a really long time.
That's a really, really, really long time. And
oh man,
that last album came out in 2016. Just for measure.
That's like
it's basically
like 21 years. Yeah.
It's monumental. There's a lot of songs from this era, the next era, and some from the one after that are going to resurface later. And I feel like if you like Blowout, you're going to like a lot of upcoming Radiohead songs.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was afraid that, like, I remember when I was first listening this past weekend, like right before Blowout came on, I was like, oh no, am I going to hate Radiohead? And it's just going to be like 15 episodes of me, like, just complaining.
I was prepared for it.
Yeah, but then this came on and I was like, oh, okay, I see. There's something here, you know? I like that they have a lot of songs that they're like, oh, we're in our Pablo Honey phase. Let's wait till later for this one. I'm excited about that. It's very exciting. But yeah, Blowout is absolutely my favorite track on this album.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. And now we have reached the end of the track by track. My question to you is, are you picking up something good?
All right, let's turn on my transmitter. Oh, I don't know where that one. I don't know what that one was. Let's see. I am picking up something very middle of the road.
Yeah, I agree. I'm picking up something, but I don't know if it's good.
It's something. It's a little too much static getting in the way of. I can't quite. But then blowout.
Yeah,
so I'm picking up.
Right.
I'm picking up a morsel of something good.
I'm picking up blowout specifically.
Yeah. No, it's. Let me. Yeah, I'm just picking up blowout. Yeah.
Oh, hold up. Oh, wait.
Oh.
There it is. Oh. Picked up blowout.
Ah. There it is.
Okay, so we have made it to the very end of our first episode of Picking Up Something Good. Oh, how do you feel?
I like doing this, but I will say I'm very excited to stop recording so I can turn my box fan back on because it is 98 degrees in Chicago today, and I'm in hell.
No, this is a podcast about Radiohead, not 98 degrees.
Damn it. I walked right into that one.
This has been Picking Up Something Good, a limited event prestige podcast. I am Mace. You can find me online at Echo Vessel on Twitter or Echo Vessel on Instagram. Did you know there's another band called Echo Vessel, a far worse band that has taken my Instagram name?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna have to do something about that. And yes, that is a threat if you're listening, Echo Vessel, the fakers.
You can find me there on any of those. And Nikki, where can we find you?
Oh, in the wind, in the twinkle in the eye of a small child. Crouching, waiting. You can also find me through more conventional methods. I have a Bandcamp, nickyflowers.bandcamp.com. I am Yif Police on Twitter. Yes, that's my real handle. No, I won't explain to you what that means. It's pretty obvious. So stop asking me.
If you're listening to this podcast, you know what they're all about. Come on.
Come on. You get it. You're in the know. Yeah, so next time we're talking about the...
Oh, one more thing.
Oh.
We run a label that
right.
is on the cover of this podcast. It's called Neodetritus. Neodetritus we co-run it for now.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually it's going to be a collective of artists. We're releasing a lot of stuff. Should be a couple things in the pipeline. I've got a record coming out. You've got a record coming out. And then a couple things that we're just
got records coming out.
Yeah, this is primarily a vehicle to promote. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
But
we had a significant amount of restraint to keep all the plugs towards the end. I'm very proud of us.
Yes. We just announced an album by Vaxxers called Road that is actually wonderful.
It's stellar.
It's stellar.
Get
comes
it?
out.
Yeah, because it's about space.
It comes out September 13th. If you subscribe to the Record Club tier of our Patreon, patreon.com/neodetritus, you can actually listen to the whole thing right now. You could do that if you want.
You should,
if you want.
But we're not cops, so do whatever you want.
We're going to work on some stuff that will require the money that we need from you.
It'd be great.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, also, shout out to Matt and Noisepace. They have very graciously decided to host our weird-ass podcast, Sight Unseen, actually.
Yeah, super cool of them, and hopefully they won't regret their decision. Mace, why don't we talk about what Noisepace is?
Noisepace is a podcast network that is absolutely wonderful. They have a lot of really, really good podcasts that I really, really like, including Henry Kissinger Is Pokemon Going to Die? They got my old friends Derek and Juan on Stuck in the Middle with You. They haven't updated in a while, but it's good. And also, you did the art for another podcast on Noisepace. Tell us about it.
I did, in fact, make the art for Tuning Fork, which is a retrospective look at Pitchfork's whole thing. But yeah, I'm good at talking.
Anyway, shout out to Noisepace. Visit them at noisepace.xyz. Thank you for having us.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be good.
So what are we doing next episode? We are covering...
What are we covering? I don't know. You're the Radiohead now.
The Radiohead expert. The Radiohead head, as it will. Next episode, we will be covering the Radiohead's 1995 album, The Bends. The Benz is a good, well, a whole. It's
we'll
the
find
future
out.
of Radiohead.
We'll find out next time on Picking Up Something Good.
See you later.
Bye-bye.